Hi, today we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing integers. Our goal today is to determine and to understand the rules of multiplying and dividing integers. First, we need to review some vocabulary that we will be using. Factors are numbers that are multiplied together. Products are quantities that are obtained when we multiply. For example, when we have 3 times 5 is equal to 15, 3 and 5 are factors, and 15 is the product. A quotient is an answer we get when we divide. The dividend is the number that you are dividing into. And the divisor is the number that you divide by. For example, if we have 24 divided by 4 is equal to 6, then 24 is the dividend, 4 is the divisor, and 6 is the quotient. In math, many times we develop a rule by making sense of a pattern. We are going to use that strategy today to determine the rules for multiplying and dividing integers. Look at the pattern and complete the following. For the numbers on the left, it looks like they are decreasing by 1. And for the numbers on the right side of the equal sign, it looks like they are decreasing by 4. Now let's look at multiplying some numbers by -4. Again, we need to determine the pattern. It looks like the numbers on the left are decreasing by 1. And on the right side of the equal sign, the numbers are increasing by 4. Now let's look at the signs of the factors and the products and see if we can determine a rule for multiplying integers. Notice when the factors have the same sign, either both factors are positive or both factors are negative, the product is positive. Also notice when the factors have different signs, one factor is positive and the other factor is negative, the product is negative. Therefore, we can come up with some rules for multiplying integers. The product of two factors with the same signs will be positive. And the product of two factors with different signs will be negative. Now pause the video and try these for practice. Check your answers and see how you did. For number 1 and 4, we had factors that had different signs. Therefore, our product was negative. For number 2 and 3, the factors had the same signs. Therefore, our product was positive. Now let's look at dividing integers. First of all, when we have 8 divided by 4, we are saying how many groups of 4 are in 8. If we have 8 apples, how many groups of 4 apples could we make? We could make 2 groups of 4 apples. If we have 8 divided by 2, then we are asking how many groups of 2 are in 8. So if we have 8 apples, how many groups of 2 apples could we make? And we see we could make 4 groups of 2 apples. So we know 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Therefore, 21 divided by 3 is 7, and 21 divided by 7 would be 3. We will be using that idea in just a minute. So now let's look for a pattern here and complete the following. it looks like on the left side we are decreasing by 4. And on the right side we are decreasing by 1. Let's look at this last problem here. Based on our prior discussion, we can confirm that if negative 16 divided by 4 is equal to negative 4, then negative 16 divided by negative 4 would equal positive 4. So we are going to put negative 16 divided by negative 4 equals 4 at the top of our next list of problems. Now let's go ahead and complete the following. On the left side, it looks like we are increasing our values by 4. And on the right side of the equal sign, we are decreasing by 1. Look at the sign of the dividend, the divisor, and the quotient and determine a rule for dividing integers. It looks like when the dividend and the divisor have the same signs, both are positive or both are negative, we have a positive quotient. When the dividend and the divisor have unlike signs, the quotient is negative. So when the dividend and divisor have the same signs, the quotient will be positive. When the dividend and the divisor have different signs, the quotient will be negative. Now pause the video and try these for practice. Check your answers and see how you did. I hope you did great.